With every passing year, anime as a medium keeps on growing, and with that, the demand for more epic shows has skyrocketed, and the lineup for 2023 seems to hold the standard. Hello and welcome back to Animeology. Today we've compiled for you a list of the best upcoming anime in 2023. So sit back and enjoy the list of these new breathtaking shows that will take the medium as a whole to new heights. Number 10, Giant Beast of Arce. The tale takes place in an age of swords, heroes, and myths. The land created by giant beasts, but later stolen by humans who came in open conflict with them. The beasts started eating these invaders in retaliation, but the humans called upon the power of gods to fend them off. A war began when the beasts started spreading around the world, with humans fighting and hunting them for survival. Jiro is a man who has escaped death on several occasions and hunts the giants to earn a living. Curious about the truth of the world, he sets on a journey with his friends to unravel the mysteries about it and the reasons for their sufferings, with the goal to ease the pain inflicted upon humanity and to understand the giant's unruly behavior. Will he succeed in this quest? Number 9, Handyman Saito in Another World. Saito is a normal human living the life of a handyman. Even though his abilities help everyone around him by quite a bit, no one really appreciates the hard work that he's put together, which leaves him feeling a bit let down. But all of that abruptly changes with Saito getting teleported to another world filled with magic and dungeons. But what can a powerless Saito do? However, as fate sees fit, Saito's handyman abilities prove to be very helpful in this fantasy world, especially in the challenging terrains of the dungeon. And more than anything, his work is perceived as extremely valuable. With that, he says goodbye to his previous life and starts a new adventure with a gang of interesting individuals who he finds joy with hanging around. Number 8, Rurouni Kenshin. 10 years have passed since the dreadful event of Bakumatsu, an era of war that saw the uprising of citizens against the Tokugawa shogunate. Despite all the past time, peace is yet far from reach. Cruelty ceases to stop, whereas the government seems pleased to just line their pockets with money. Our hero, Kenshin Himura, still works tirelessly to make sure the values he fought for are worth the life spent. Haunted by guilt of his past, Kenshin has sworn never to kill anyone again. Now in the 11th year of the Meiji, he stumbles upon Kaoru Kamiya, whose dojo was being threatened to be closed down. And when murders begin happening in its midst, Kenshin takes it upon himself to clear their names. But how long can he stay before his past comes back to haunt him? Number 7, The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. After giving his only umbrella to a girl sitting in the rain, Amane Fujimiya catches a cold. Thinking it was an obvious act of kindness, he expects his umbrella to be returned. However, Mairo Shina, who also happens to be his neighbor, wants to return the favor tenfold by asking to take care of him until his cold subsides. Though, entering his room, it's more than clear how careless Amane is in cleaning. The only word that comes out of her mouth to describe the mess is unsightly. But despite that, she proceeds to help the hopeless Amane. She helps Amane in all kinds of chores, which include cooking and cleaning. How will their daily interactions help develop their relation with each other, and how will it make Amane even more hopeless than he already is? Number 6, Tomo-chan wa Onanoko. Aizawa Tomo and Junichiro are the best of buddies that you will ever come across. Through thick and thin, they got each other's back and would always be there for each other if the moment ever presented. However, there's just one tiny problem. Tomo is in love with Jun without him realizing. Ever since childhood, Tomo has given the impression of being another one of the guys due to her muscle brain nature. She finally decides to make her move, but to her disappointment, even after she explicitly confesses, she gets instantly rejected. Worse on that, Jun adds that he didn't even realize that she was a girl for the longest time. However, Tomo has not yet given up as she tries to catch Jun's eye and escape the infamous bro zone. Number 5. Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4. It's been about a month since the detective agency and Port Mafia joined forces to win the cannibalism operation. Soon after, the agency gets a request from the government which involves the murder of 4 young senators, and now it's up to them to get to the bottom of things and prevent any more fatalities. As the investigation begins, it soon becomes imminent that it was a trap set by the cunning demon Fyodor, who was supposed to be captured. The detective agency now has its hand full as it faces new enemies one after another. Amidst that, Atsushi finds his friendship falling apart with the rest of the members of the agency, and with the huge battle coming up, will he be able to overcome this unprecedented crisis? Number 4. Hell's Paradise. Gabimaru the Hollow, a famous ninja of the Iwagakure village, was set up by his own fellow men and is now on a death row. Tired of killing and betrayal, he has no will left to live. But remembering his wife, he refuses to die and decides to return to her once again to give life another try, as it was his wife who made him soften up. Upon hearing this, the famous executioner Simon offers Gabimaru to join an expedition to an island south of Japan and search for the elixir of life. Upon completing his mission, he would be pardoned for all his crimes and be able to return to his ideal life. However, the island is anything but ordinary, filled with the most vicious of killers. Number 3. Onichan wa Oshimai. Mayu Oyama is just your average erotic game lover, when one day, upon waking, he discovers that he has turned into a woman. Turns out it was his mad scientist little sister Mihari, who ended up trying one of her new experiments on her brother, and the outcome? Disastrous. Although things do not look good as they are for Mahiro, Mihari is determined to study him as her test subject. But that doesn't mean Mahiro will be helping her in any way, as he goes back to his shut-in game-playing life. With things standing as they are, everything sure is going to get weirder and weirder from now on. Number 2. Vinland Saga Season 2. A new era begins in the southern part of Jutland Peninsula in Denmark. Thorfinn is bought by the landowner Ketil as a slave and assigned to work on his farm for land reclamation. There, Thorfinn meets a young man, Einar, who once was also a slave like him. Remembering all his past sins, Thorfinn must now atone and once again find meaning in life. On the other hand, Canute has become the King of England and is attempting to extend his territory for the establishment of the Promised Land. How will his rule bring about change in the country, and will he be able to live up to his expectations as a king? Number 1. Shangri-La Frontier. Second-year high school student Hisutome Rakuro has interest in one thing only, which is finding shitty games and beating the crap out of them. His gaming skills are second to none, and his interest in games sees him enjoy almost every game that he plays, no matter how bad it is.